everyone, and welcome back. We're back again. Storm here.
Mom here.
Kimmy here.
We are going to be watching Eternals today.
Yay, new Marvel movie.
Yes, it's the 26th. Ooh, here's a picture of it, but don't overlook it.
Okay, I'm looking over there.
So, it's okay, fast. And then Encanto, we loved Encanto. We have Disney Plus up right now, and we've been wanting to see Eternals. And yeah, so anyways, we're excited to get into it today. They know nothing about it. We are all blind to it. I do know some of the cast already, and this time we're trying something different where I'm not showing them the cast at all before we watch because I think we'll have better reactions that way.
Ooh. Okay. Ooh. So I hope
Yes.
we find out who they are.
Mm-hmm.
We don't bypass them.
Yeah.
Most of you know we do love Marvel. We did start with Marvel movies on this channel years ago, and you guys really enjoyed them. I mean, we all do.
Yes.
They were completely blind every single movie that we watched, which was great.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, for many years. I mean, 26.
Wow.
I think that's the right number. 26. Like, that's a
movies?
lot.
Oh, my word.
Just movies. I mean, all the shows that we've been watching too, and
Wow, yeah.
so much content, guys. We absolutely love it.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Eternals, what do you think of? What does eternal mean?
Forever. If they're
Eternally.
people, they're going to be immortal.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
They
maybe.
live forever.
Maybe. I mean, just the quick picture we saw looks like there's a bunch of them too.
Wow. A lot
So,
of people in
shall
there.
we just get into it and then we'll see what's going to happen?
Yes, let's do that.
If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be only a 10-minute version for fair use, but if you check out our links below on our Patreon, you can see the full reaction
right.
with us, because I believe this movie's around 2.5 hours long.
Okay.
Of greatness, right?
That's right.
Action-packed
Wow.
fun. All right, so I'm going to actually type it in now, but we'll kind of glaze over so we don't really see much of it. It came out in 2021. PG-13. I think we can handle it.
Oh, I think so.
Abby.
I'm Sassy.
I'm Cersei. Oh, how ironic. Different spelling. But...
I know, that's weird.
Oh, it's coming. Run. Big wave.
Oh,
my God!
Oh, my God. Oh.
Oh, I guess it's not a wave. Oh, there's one
Watch
right
out.
behind you, sweetie.
Oh.
Ooh, in the flash.
Oh, fast girl.
How do you explain this? This is where gods
Thank
came
you.
from?
Gonna beam you up.
That's so weird.
Oh,
It is.
Wow.
Ooh. Ah!
Huh?
Human history.
She's like,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
And that's
She
the
has a
same
phone.
lady.
Yeah.
Closed.
Oh, Jon Snow.
Gosh.
Oh,
Game of
brothers
Thrones
are in
all over.
Earthquake.
Maybe not. This is pretty long.
Ooh,
Watch
it's
out.
right underneath
Oh, my
there.
God, right there.
No.
Oh,
Oh.
she made it to dust.
Right.
Oh,
Poor thing.
leave Scruffy.
Oh, no. Look.
Don't
Ooh.
touch the
Ooh.
dog.
Oh.
Don't touch it. He's too cute.
Are you a wizard?
Lost.
Yeah, like Doctor Strange.
You better not die like in the first
Oh,
5
no.
minutes.
What's up with that? He
Oh, boy, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh, my God.
Quicksand.
He's like, that's
You are a
it. You
wizard.
are a wizard.
Oh.
He's like, let me see if I can do this. Oh.
Oh,
Oh, no.
no.
Oh, it's laser eyes.
Oh,
Right on her.
Is it all the people too?
Yeah, right?
It's so weird.
Look, if you don't want to move in with me, you could just say.
Say, serious.
Oh, I know. I'm just still getting over the fact you're not a wizard. How long were you two together?
5,000 years.
You can't really beat that.
They got history.
There's a lot of them now. Holy
Oh,
crap.
my God.
Ooh, a spider-y one.
Wow.
I'm just going to do
Better
a
head
move.
kill.
Oh, my God.
Head stab. Wow.
BC. Wow.
Babylon.
Yes.
I just smelled that.
There's so many other chairs, man.
Oh, my God.
Go and have a drink.
Slap each other.
Hey, they're friends now. Nice.
Oh.
Ma di spenaku.
I am very beautiful. You are.
You said.
Oh, and then there's more.
Then they get
It's
sand
Game of
everywhere.
Thrones all over again, guys.
Oh my goodness.
Family. Oh, it's just crying.
Hey, Jack!
Is it a body? Oh, yeah. Her voice box.
Oh, oh.
Oh. Oh, watch out.
Little one.
Mina?
Everyone is going to die.
What are
Oh.
we doing? What are we doing?
Oh my god.
Why?
Oh.
Oh, oh.
No, she's
Watch
gonna
out.
take over.
Ooh.
Oh!
Stabbed her.
It ends now.
I'm just gonna make him hug.
Yeah, slap each other in the face.
Let's have fun.
Bollywood. Yeah. A lot of
Oh
fun.
my god.
We're fixing his hair.
Mhm.
I love the eyebrows.
He has a smolder.
Yeah.
He thought I was a vampire, and he tried to stake me through the heart.
I've apologized so many Life affords no greater duty than to protect one's family.
I like him.
But I am also an eternal.
Good camera work.
You know, things
Filter.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. That is my great-great-grandfather. That is my grandfather.
Gilgamesh!
Kiss the cook.
Hey, you guys want to try my pie?
He's holding on to
Oh
it.
my god.
I was just kidding. Yours is a secret rope. I chew each kernel myself and ferment it in my spit.
Oh, gross. No, sorry.
It is time for the emergence to begin.
What? It just goes through the earth?
Are you
Like an
serious?
egg?
Do not fail me.
Okay, no pressure, but...
Yeah, don't
No other
tell.
instructions.
And don't tell the others. Hello. Ooh, yeah, it was right. The tree.
Something else.
Holy crap!
Ooh.
Oh, there's more.
No.
Oh my
Very nice, sir.
Are you mental?
god. Look at all these.
Oh,
Look
pay
at that
for
video
it.
camera.
Like a shield?
Oh.
Swung her.
Oh no. Oh no,
Yeah,
she's
so
gonna
it's-
turn.
Whoops.
Maybe she's trying to
Oh,
fight.
get back up.
Crap.
Dishoom.
The shoe? Oh, what's your mouth open?
Oh, gravity. Yep.
Yeah,
Close your mouth.
yeah.
Ooh, and his back too.
Turn
Wow,
around.
yeah.
No,
Oh, no,
no, no.
no. Yeah, she's gonna go.
No!
He's coming back for more.
It looks like he's
Jeez,
changing.
wow.
Yeah, he's changing.
Oh yeah, look at.
Oh.
Remember.
Oh, it's the last thing he says to remember. Oh, he was such a good man,
He
too.
was awesome to her.
Oh, sad.
What's this even made of? Vibranium?
Oh my god.
No.
Oh,
Oh, sorry, sweetie.
Oh boy.
That same one that could heal. That's where he got his powers originally. See? Even Sprite said I could hear her voice.
I'm close to figuring it out.
What are you doing? He's gonna ruin it all.
You are making the same mistake Ajax did.
No!
Oh
No!
my gosh.
I should have done this 5 centuries ago.
No.
Oh,
Really?
No!
Oh. Yeah.
okay.
Talk about like an odd power matchup, you know?
Great.
Man.
Oh, look at that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, come on, you two. No, don't.
No, no, no,
don't.
no, 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 no,
Don't let him.
Oh no.
Are you really willing to let everyone on this planet die?
Oh no.
Oh, I'm alive!
Oh.
Well, that was very moving.
I'm sorry, Sprite, but...
Give me your hand.
She's playing with her. Don't.
This is so sad.
Oh, so-
Okay, good. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yes, to the end.
yes.
Ew.
Oh.
Like, this is pretty freaking far already.
Oh my God.
Huh.
Amazing.
Oh.
Yeah, your boss is not going to be happy. That's insane.
Wow.
Is he going to commit suicide?
You guys did that?
I love you so much.
Oh my gosh, what are these?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was wondering about Dane.
He's a lot cuter in person.
My family history is complicated.
I'm a Stark.
He's a Targaryen.
Or a Targaryen.
Oh.
Uh-oh. You thought you could get away with that? Holy crap, right there. Targaryen and Stark.
Yeah, what's his family history?
It's complicated, Mom, right? What?
Of Titan, brother of Thanos, the knave of
What?
Star Fox.
Star Fox.
Your friends are in big trouble.
Where are they?
Interesting.
Near the volcano.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
What?
So
Thanos' brother?
That's right.
All things. And he has the same orb thingy?
That's right, right, yeah. Oh, God.
That was
It's
crazy.
Harry Styles
Oh,
on top of it.
That's a lot to take in.
Yeah, what's next?
Yeah, what is next? So I'll let it run just in case if there's another cut
Oh
scene.
my goodness.
But what did you guys think?
Well,
I
that-
thought their punishment was to change to other creatures.
Yeah.
I thought that was
Yeah,
going to
like,
go
I thought
thing
they would
into
change.
some kind
Oh
of
yeah, he's like,
leprechaun
yeah,
guy.
this is who I am now. Like
I thought that
reset.
was his punishment.
Oh
Okay,
my
you can live
God.
there, but
Yeah.
I took your memories and now you're in a new body.
Oh my God.
I mean, yeah, so they're separated, so at least not everyone was captured by their boss, like the major celestial guy. So I'm glad that, you know, a few of them are free. Now they have this Star Fox guy who's related
That's
to
right.
Thanos. Like,
Oh
that's
my God,
crazy.
that's funny.
that is too crazy.
Oh,
And, you know,
wow.
and it's amazing that, you know, they're just they're on standby. They're just waiting and waiting and waiting for their friends to
Yeah.
return, if they even return.
That poor Dane is waiting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dane. I mean,
Yeah, what's his secret?
I was
Like,
really hoping.
That's what I mean. What's going on with his family?
I
What's
was
his
joking at
secret?
the end, and I was just like, you know what? I mean, I judged it. I love Kit Harington. We love him on Game of Thrones, and amongst other things. But like, he's so great
so funny,
as
too.
Jon Snow.
That's right.
And I was like, he needs to have a bigger role. And I'm like, I was shocked that he was only in the beginning and then a short amount of time at the
Yes,
end. So I'm
yes.
like, maybe he'll have something else going on. So right when he's like,
Yeah,
secret.
yeah,
So I'm like,
I
okay,
think
he has
so.
a secret. He has a secret. What is it? But I'm like, maybe he doesn't have superpowers, but maybe he's like a Batman or something. I don't
I
know.
don't know. There's something.
His
You know,
bloodline.
Yeah.
I mean, he could just be a normal person too. That's fine, but it would be kind of cool that he can kind of not be Cersei's equal, but he could be, you know, he could help out in some way and not just be like.
There's going to
Yeah, I'm
be
dying
another
to know.
Eternals.
Yeah, there's a lot of
There
other
could
Eternals,
be.
and there's going to be another
That's right.
Eternals movie probably.
Yeah, I think so.
Good.
So
We'll find out.
in this movie, there were a whole lot of characters. I was trying to write down everyone as we watched, just because there are a lot of unique names.
Yes.
That's right.
And the Celestial guy, Aresham, something like that.
Oh, the guy to the
Yes,
yes.
The main guy that
Ereshkigal,
controlled all of
Ereshkigal,
them.
yeah.
The Celestial, the main
Yes.
Celestial, the red one.
Mhm.
And, you know, like, there's a lot of interesting topics here, so let's go over the characters first. But, I mean, we had a whole bunch of new characters just in this movie
Oh,
alone.
sure. Wow,
Yeah,
somebody,
like
yeah.
everyone that I thought, you know, pretty much, well, 90% of them we didn't know, so.
All of them we didn't know, right? I
Right.
mean, like,
We didn't know.
Yeah, none of them we knew,
No.
so yeah.
yeah, we had a lot of, you know, actors that we know. Like,
Oh,
they're
actors,
big
yes.
actors,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
But
definitely.
character-wise, no, these were all new
No,
characters. to
characters.
us.
Brand
Wow.
new. Dina, her story was very sad.
Mhm.
I hated,
very
you
sad,
know,
yeah.
having her, you know, she was just losing her mind. She was not remembering who she really was.
Yeah. And that's a big struggle too, because here, like, we have these people who live forever, and like that sounds like a blessing in disguise, but honestly not even a blessing in disguise. It just seems like a blessing, but at the same time I'm like, man, like all the people that you lose, like besides your eternal family that lives forever with you, like you just lose so many lives. But she's already lived a long life, and to have this disease, like I kind of felt like Alzheimer's or something, like it's more violent. Like not only does she not remember, or it was her remembering things from other past that she's had, but it kind of made me think of like Alzheimer's, where she's not thinking correctly and she's like upset and just like attacking because she doesn't understand.
And she's the goddess of war, so
she did have a tragic story, and it seemed like at the end that she was able to use her husband, I guess he was her husband, Gilgamesh, or boyfriend, you know, they were lovers for a long time or something, and you know, like she healed herself in a way, or he helped her heal, because
he did help her heal in the long run. When he was dying, in his dying breath, he just, you know, he said some key words where that deviant was trying to, you know, lure her so he can get her to her, and he said those words, and that just triggered her to kill it.
Yeah,
it was perfect.
So those words that came back, I think, cured her, and that was like all around. And maybe her also getting stabbed by the deviant, and maybe it doesn't go just one way, like her energy is escaping or leaving her body, but maybe she's also getting a mix of her husband's or whatever else a deviant has. Maybe that also helped with that memory and remember that triggered and healed her. But yeah, so I'm glad that she's back to normal, and I wanted to see more of her character, because I can tell that, you know, obviously that she is very strong, and to go against Icarus, who is like a Superman character. He's extremely powerful and the boss in a way. Like they kept calling him boss too, because he is the most powerful member. You know, like for her to go against him, that was kind of cool at the end, where she was kind of like, not taunting, but very confident and loving it. And she's like, oh, I always wanted to
she's
go
like,
against
take it on. I'm going to do it.
So, like, all the cast was wonderful, and just seeing, like, Robert Madden, you know, Rob Stark, that was so cool, and then having Jon Snow, Kit Harington, we're having Game of Thrones references, and I know it's just the two actors, and they're excellent, phenomenal actors, you know, but then we have the name Cersei, and that just messed me up.
To have Dane talk to Cersei and tell her he loves her.
I kept leaving my body thinking, like, when, you know, Jon Snow would say, I love you, Cersei, or Rob Stark would say, I love you, Cersei. Like, I know it's not their character, like, but it was just cracking me up, because I just kept hearing that, because it's the same accent, and I'm like, oh, where are we right now? So let's see if there's another cutscene, because it's yep.
Oh, there is. Oh, look at that.
With bindings, it's like a mummy sword.
Ooh,
it's whispering.
It's a cursed sword.
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?
Who's that?
Who dat? Eternals will return.
I had a feeling.
Who was that? Whose voice was that?
That's so cool.
Wow,
he has to save her. What's his secret? What kind of powers does he have, if he has any?
And it said something about death.
Yeah, he mentioned death. And the sword, when he was reaching towards it, like the texture, I thought it was like liquid at first.
Yeah, I thought it was water at first, but it wasn't. It must have
just
been the material of the sword.
Yeah.
And whispers, we heard some, it sounded evil, like a curse. I automatically thought mummy curse or something.
And then you had someone with their conscience saying, are you sure you want to do that, Mr. Whitman?
I thought maybe the sword was going to come out of there at him or something.
Hello, I have a personality.
It looked like some bandages, like bloodied bandages, wrapping the blade.
Yeah, so it made me think mummy, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. So family history. So it looks like this sword has been passed down generation through generation. Are spirits from his family in this sword? Is it like evil spirits that give you powers? We must learn more, which I'm sure we will.
And maybe it was just inherited from generation to generation through these cycles of life on Earth. And he's like, you know what? This is a dire measure, but I need to do it. I have to save. I have to help Cersei.
Yeah.
So that's a major thing too, because if he knew of this power and he's scared of it, it must be really dangerous.
Yes, and he respects it.
And he respects it, and he's like, I'm sorry, but so maybe he was always told maybe his family had to protect this curse or whatever this is.
Maybe.
And he is only supposed to protect it and not use it, but now he's desperate to save Cersei that he's going to.
And hopefully it's not going to be a bad decision.
I hope
Hopefully not.
Yes.
He gets his own movie now. Woo! He'll be in Eternals too.
Oh, that's right. See?
With Star
So he
Fox
wasn't-
and everyone else.
Yeah, he wasn't a main character this time, but
That's
maybe
right.
next time.
Next time, yeah.
I am excited to see that, because again, it doesn't mean because they're a main star that we do know from TV or movies, but I was hoping he'd have a bigger role, so this is kind of cool.
Good, yeah.
And it brings up the question, will he have his own Disney Plus show?
Ooh.
That would be kind of cool
Yeah,
too.
Yes, it would.
We're greedy
I'd
now.
watch
We
it.
just love our Marvel shows and
Oh,
movies.
yes.
But yeah, so we'll see what he's going to be able to do. And the voice that he heard at the end, I'm not sure. It was only one line, but a couple fans did tell me that there was a connection to Blade in this. We saw the first Blade a while ago. So I kind of wonder if that was his voice. It kind of sounded like him, but I'd have to look that up.
He would know about Blade.
Yeah, because I was kind of watching for that throughout this movie after I heard that. So I was like, okay, well, if Blade's in this, where's he going to show up? Or, sometimes when you hear that an older movie that wasn't part of the MCU originally, but is Marvel, if you hear that, they might have some kind of take on that, doesn't mean they're going to necessarily take a lot of it from that movie. So I thought we might have seen the character so that could have been his voice. And I'm sure you guys will let us know too, so thank you.
Okay, I initially thought it was Fastos, the smart guy, that tech guy.
I liked him a lot. Yeah, could have been him.
A lower voice, but yeah.
I mean, all the characters were so diverse, and I really liked all of them. I mean, we were focused more on certain characters, and I really liked Druid a lot. He was very interesting to me, and I like his concept on
I
peace.
did too. I liked his idea
Yeah.
that he didn't want to have this fighting all the time, and he can have peace, but people don't evolve if you don't have conflict and people have different opinions. So
and there's no free will at the same time. Like here,
That's
he's
right.
about free will. Like, we have no control. We're killers, and we have a boss that just makes us do whatever, and we have no control over that. So he's kind of doing the same thing in a way. I'm about peace.
right, because he's not giving them free will.
Yeah, and then having these villagers, in the woods, secluded from the rest of the world, and he's protecting them. Like, look what happened when all the deviants started attacking. Like, okay, you have to defend your land and defend the people because he does care about the people. But here you're making them do something they probably wouldn't ever do because you never trained them. You just mind manipulate them. So people are getting killed left and right. And it's not even their choice to be there. So they were getting mutilated by the deviants anyways while they were shooting,
That's right.
just not moving around. Like, at least if they weren't mind controlled, they could dodge or something. Or if they were trained, they could dodge and shoot or something, So it's not a perfect way to be like, okay, well, mind controlling people for peace is like the perfect solution. But I thought he was a very interesting character. I really liked him. And then his friend, his love interest, which her name was... I'm totally an anime book, so I wouldn't say Mika sucks. I remember, Makari. And, she was really awesome too. And she had not a very small role, but she didn't have as much screen time as other characters. And but I was really interested to learn more about her. And I thought this movie alone did a really good job on her speed power. It was fun to watch.
I love that rock burn she was given when she did it on the beach.
Yeah, with Icarus.
Oh my God, it was so funny. I was like, yes, give him that rock.
And just following really quick, and they were doing different things, like different angles of us seeing her with her speed techniques, which kept it interesting the whole time. We weren't just focused on her, like, look how fast I could run all the time, So she was really interesting. I love her relationship with Druid, whatever it may be, because it seems like they're super best friends, but they love each other, but they never got together, and and
until they
really
saw
do
each
care
other
for each
again,
other a
they
lot.
realized, how important they meant to each other.
Yeah, and being alive forever, and it's like, how long were you guys separated for? Because you had to find your way or something. I would have stuck with her the whole time. So I'm glad that they are together now. and hopefully can save their friends.
I like Sprite too.
Yes, I was going to bring up
character.
Sprite. Yes, because she's in a different form. She looks like a younger person all the time, and she can't, she can't grow up. So people don't treat her as they should.
They should, yeah.
Because of what she looks like.
Yeah.
And that's sad, and that's why she wants to become a human.
And she loved Icarus.
Yeah, and
very much.
Very much, and seeing these inner turmoils and really understanding the characters really makes you think too, because here you have Icarus and you have Sprite like sitting together at the end, and he's being sincere, like, thank you for siding with me, like this is what we were meant to do, and she like sitting next to him, like I kept seeing her as a child, like I knew she was a lot older, but that must have been so hard for her, like all these centuries like that she's lived.
That's right.
That thousands and thousands of years that she's always been a kid, and no matter what, it was never beyond that, and God forbid not to go there, but like if she ever did find love like that, I wouldn't trust that person, because that's just weird, because she's a child, honestly, in your eyes, and it just sucks until you get to know her.
And Kingo kind of said that in the beginning too. He's like, yeah, we started hanging out, but then it got kind of weird.
Yeah, because his thing
when
was
he was a movie star, he's hilarious,
which is funny.
I liked Kingo.
I like Kingo too.
He was riot.
His thing was, which he contradicted, which he knew already, but when he was doing the movies, and then Sprite, I think, was the one who said, like, well, it's weird for you not aging, and how did people not question you being in all these past movies for so many generations?
Oh, this is my great-grandfather, my grandfather.
Yeah, and it's him, and he's just lying. But I think he was weirded out more with Sprite because of his fame, and like her being with him, like she never aged, and it was more noticeable, because once you're an adult, like you can kind of, I guess, like manipulate her, like be like, oh well, my dad died, and I'm his son that he never talked about until now, yay! It's every generation, we were just very private until we're adult age, and then we're like, hey, then you can know who we are. But yeah, so I think that's why. But yeah, like Sprite, I think had a very hard story, because she could never truly live. She was always seen as a kid.
That's right. Exactly. But Kingo was a riot. Oh my God.
Yeah.
And Karen.
Kingo, he was kind of, I really enjoyed his character too, because he was funny and he was like that comedic relief, but at the same time, he was very deep as well. Like he understood people.
Yes,
he was very compassionate, and he knew about Sprite. Like all the rest of the family will say, like, because they are family, would tease Sprite all the time. And that's what family does. But she kept that within herself for so long. Like, she just, like, teased back or whatever. But that really bothered her. And they would always make teasing remarks about her being a child all the time. Like, oh, well, you have a non-alcoholic beverage, too. Yeah, because you're a kid.
Yes.
All kinds of remarks to her. But Kingo really saw through that, and even saw beyond that to know, oh, no, she's in love with Icarus. Like, that was a huge thing to see.
Come on, wake up.
Yeah, because she was so withdrawn or just, like, private with her own stuff, but Kinga really just understood people, so I thought that was awesome to see that everyone was very spread out, where you couldn't just like judge them a certain way. Like here Kinga was about movies and with Bollywood, and it was just a lot of fun.
He made the most of what he did,
but he wasn't
when he separated.
Or he wasn't like condescending, and like he wasn't selfish or anything.
No, he was having fun with it.
He was really having fun with it. So that was great. And then his freaking valet, he was so amazing. What was his name?
With that camera,
Karun, something like that.
No matter what was going on.
And he was very deep too. He really loved the Eternals, and he just was such a big fan, and just really wanted to document everything. And
I sure did.
Did you get that on camera? I did, sir.
How many cameras did you have?
Run and hide. And one good thing was Kingo said, "Why are you still out here? Hide!" Like he really truly cared for his friend. So that was.
And yet, when he killed that deviant, he's like, "Did you get that?" After the blood dripping in his eye.
Isn't that funny? So we still had the humor there, going back and forth, and for a long movie too, and with all these new elements that we're learning about, and it was very interesting all the way through. Like it kept me entertained. I thought it was going to have like a lot of lull, like boring parts, but I thought it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it. I loved Cersei.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was,
She was great.
fantastic.
Isn't that so crazy how
She
that
was
name,
great.
I can't get over Game of Thrones.
Well,
Like, I
that's
just
fine.
have that name tainted in my head. It's
But
terrible.
it's spelled differently. That's the only
Yeah,
thing.
and again,
It is.
we're watching the
Just say it.
subtitled, you know, we're listening,
That's
but
right,
just
that's
because,
it.
and it's
Yeah,
underneath the
subtitled,
picture,
yeah.
it's not blocking the
Yeah.
picture, but, you know, and it spell out the
Yeah,
names
that's
for
the
us
only
so
way we
Mom
know.
could hear it and read it, you
Yes.
know. But yeah, so it's a different spelling, so it makes it
Right,
different.
right.
But I
Awesome.
really enjoyed her a lot too.
Well, I did too, very much so.
And Ajax made a great decision to choose her to pass
Yes,
on.
a very
leader.
wise decision.
Yes, very
Mhm.
wise.
Very wise, because if she had chosen Icarus, it would have been completely different.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Now, what do you think of Icarus's character? Because there's a
thought-
lot going on there.
Well, he thought he was doing the right thing.
Do you see him as a bad guy?
Well, he didn't want to do anything with the Celestial because he wanted to continue going forward so we can have, you know, billions more people. He wanted to continue on with this. So I understand, but to go ahead and kill Ajax for
Yes,
his
yeah.
purpose, he's not the leader. You know, he shouldn't have had that choice. He shouldn't have made that choice to do that.
No, I don't think
It
he
wasn't
should
his
either.
place.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was trying to stay loyal. Who knows?
He was definitely loyal.
Yeah.
He was completely
He
loyal.
was 100% loyal, yeah.
Yeah, definitely loyal.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know,
But do you see him as a bad guy?
not until the end. And then I thought maybe he was a bad guy at the end.
Well, yeah, because he did murder Ajax.
Yes, he did. That's
And
his turn.
yeah, so I kind of thought something was going on with him anyways, because the way he was always very quiet, and when he was asked directly when they were all on the ship on the Domo, and you know, they were like, well, what do you think? And he just went quiet and said, well, I believe in with whatever Cersei says. I kind of knew, you know, you're leaning towards, you know, because he is very serious, and I kind of thought that maybe he would be loyal to a certain extent, but I wasn't sure how far he would go. And to kill Ajax was pretty surprising and very
That's a
sad.
huge leap. Yeah,
That
to
was,
do that,
yeah.
that was pretty dangerous for him to do that. And I mean, you're taking over, you know, your thoughts to where the group should go and how they should go forward. And here, they're Eternals. They're living forever. You're making a major decision by killing Ajax, and that was wrong.
Yeah, when she chose Cersei over Icarus, I wonder if she just made that decision to pass on her knowledge, that orb, like right
At
before
the
she
end,
died. Like
yes.
right before she
I
died.
think so. I
Not
think
like
so. Yes.
when they were walking.
Because
in the
she
woods.
really loved Icarus.
Yeah,
It
all
was-
of them. She was
yeah.
the mother of
But
everyone.
she was,
It was, yeah.
but from what I gather, it seemed like she really loved him. Like, loved him. I don't know. got
I
that
think it was
kinda-
just mother, because
just
they
mother
all
love?
said mother,
Yeah,
and she hugged all of them and said, "I
Yeah.
would love you" at some
Yeah.
point, and
Okay.
she would
Yeah.
she would embrace all of them, just like a
Mhm.
mother figure. So I
Okay,
don't
yeah.
think there was.
I
I mean, it
think-
could have
Yeah.
been, but no, because he was in love with. I doubt
Cersei,
it. I
yeah.
I really
okay.
don't think so. I think it was just
But
all
she
mother.
truly loved him, and she should, you know, I think she was going to pass it on to him until she found out, hey, he's going to change the entire thing. So
Yeah.
I have to pick a true leader.
I mean, that says a lot
Oh,
too,
God,
because
yeah.
here, like, you have love. You have, you know, a family unit that you've known
Unconditional
way
love.
beyond humans. You know, like, you guys loved each other for so long and were so tight
sure,
together,
sure,
right? And to follow your orders so extreme to be able to kill a loved one over it with your own hands, like, he pushed her off the cliff.
Oh,
I don't
he
care
did,
for
yes,
that.
he did.
I do care that the deviants killed her, but he pushed her off the cliff
Yes, he
and
did.
initiated it. You know.
Definitely.
Like, to
Fully
be able
well
to do
knowing
that
was gonna
really,
happen.
I
Yeah.
think,
Yeah.
does make you a bad person. But it does make you a bad person. But he's not completely evil, because he understands too, seeing the bigger picture, that he is bringing a lot more life, like 20 times, 100 times more life to the universe, not, you know, after Earth. So he is actually bringing more life into the universe. So seeing it like that, okay. So that's the hard idea here, where, you know, what really is right. And of course, I'm for the people. I don't want a whole planet destroyed with billions of people on it, especially, I mean, any kind of
Sure,
life, but
totally.
especially intelligent life, loving, compassionate life. And so what really makes it right? Because this is how the Celestials are born. And it's tough because I don't know where they're going to go from here. I'm just hoping that the Celestials can find another way to be born. But they've been around forever, unless they're just like boring, like, this is how things are done, and I'm lazy, and we're only going to do it this way. But it seems like they're very complicated creatures, so I'm just having fun. But, like, maybe there is no other way, because they've been around for way too long not to know that. I mean...
Right, and I wonder if they can conquer Arishem up there in any way. It doesn't look like they are going to, because they're at his mercy.
Oh, God.
I mean, the only thing I could think of is... They mentioned at the end with, I wrote his name down too, Tiamat, when they mentioned at the end with Tiamat, when they touched, or when Cersei touched the palm and said she felt like a surge of energy or something, and then they mentioned, oh, well, that's how we probably survived every time a planet got destroyed. The only thing I could think of is that if they could somehow hone in or, like, absorb part of the Celestial's power to, use it to go after them, can help. But if they have an all-out war with the Celestials, like, they're the ones that create life, so that's not a good thing either. So they're going to have to come up with some kind of solution here. But it just seems bleak because, they were made by the Celestials. They're like a little grain of sand compared to their size. And so I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're going to at some point, hence the next movie, but I don't know how they're going to go about that. But now we have the Star Fox guy. And he's very confident too. So
he is with his sidekick Pip.
I know, that's so funny. They're going to be a fun pair. We need fun pairs. We love that.
That's right.
So we'll see what's going to happen there. And do you guys have a favorite Eternal from this movie? We have Athena,
I have one.
Cersei.
I like Cersei.
Icarus.
Cersei.
Ajak. Gilgamesh. Druig. Sprite. Makari. Kingo. Just because there's a lot, I just want to make sure everyone gets the spotlight here.
Yeah.
I have 3.
Cersei. Kingo.
Yeah.
And I like Sprite too.
Yeah.
I like them all.
Athena, Gilgamesh, and Kingo.
Oh, Gilgamesh,
Gilgamesh was really sweet, and I loved his character.
And he was
I
very
just freaking love the
powerful.
name. He was powerful, and Athena, like, she seemed, besides Icarus, like she was the most powerful, and then it was Icarus. Sorry, I keep saying Icarus, but Icarus, and then it was like Gilgamesh, and so I think they were like the most powerful ones. But I want to say that I don't know if I really just like Icarus though because of Robert Madden though. Because I just love Rob Stark so much. But yeah, like, he was cool. I really did enjoy. My favorites are Cersei, Druid. I really did like Makari. I'm going to label them all.
Oh my gosh.
Kingo. I thought he was great.
Keep going down the line.
But okay, fine. Let me go back. I did really enjoy
always
Cersei.
with him. That's why.
I thought Cersei was great, but I'm going to jump away from the main character here, and I'm going to say Druid was my favorite. Then I really like Makari, Kingo, and Athena was right up there too. And I love Angelina Jolie. Just to even know that she's in this movie was so cool. I loved her role. I mean, just her character, so like confident, but so cool and kind of motherly. But there's just something about it.
Except for the ending, when she's trying to babysit with her.
Oh
when,
my gosh.
That was
said,
so cool.
You're never babysitting. You are banned from that forever.
Poking at the kid. Or just poking
She was just getting the orange.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and he's such a nervous Nelly, too. He's like, okay, no, don't talk to him. Like, these are all my family members, but this. We're all dangerous, and you can't be near them ever.
I liked him, too.
You know what? Yeah, I liked him, too, as well. What's his name? Fastus? Oh, I have him down here.
Fastos?
I think it's Fastos or Fast, yeah.
And his husband was so supportive.
Yeah, that was so adorable too. And for him giving up humanity, like he found love too, and he had a family. So
that's what Sprite wants.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry, and that's what Sprite wants. Sprite wants a family. She wants to, be normal. She wants to have a normal life.
Yeah.
She wants to grow up and have a family and find love.
And I'm so happy for her, but at the same time, I did have a moment where I was like, here she was kind of cursed to be this child forever where she could never fully live her life like everyone else. And now she's blessed with the chance to grow old, but no one else has to do that, so they can still be themselves as an adult and live a full life, but at their prime. And now she loses her eternal life to just grow as a human.
Now she's going to have to do homework.
Darn homework.
That's
but it's
right.
still wonderful. They live
Reality
forever, so
strikes.
it's fine. Yeah, isn't that funny? And I'm kind of wondering, they might have said like what she's going to do now, because even though she's a child, and she's going through child things now, like she has to mature and all that, right? Like mentally she's there, right?
Definitely.
But who's she gonna live with? Is she gonna, I mean, like she was parting ways or going to school, okay, we have to meet up and hang out. Is she gonna still stay with Cersei and Dane?
I was kind of hoping she would stay with Dane, but
because even though she is an adult mind, you know, I don't think child services are going to allow like a little
she
kid
might
to
be
be
in a
by
dorm.
herself.
Maybe she's going to go to boarding school or something.
Yeah, because how old is she in this? You know, I'm curious.
Yeah,
you probably said
she
that
looks like
too,
she's 14 or
technically,
15.
like how old she looks.
Physically, she looks like she's 15 or 16. I don't know.
She might be a little bit younger. I don't know, because she reminded me of Finn a little bit. I don't know why.
Oh, her nephew Finn, yeah. Kind of, yeah. I can see like in the look there, you know, because she's younger and her face is fuller and the hair a little bit too. So I think it was a good movie.
I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed starting to learn about this universe.
That's right, yeah.
And there was a lot of like complicated storylines where we even had the deviants who were also created by the Celestials, and you know, just like the natural order of things, you know, especially if you disrupt something, like when we have foreign creatures that end up in our country and then they start killing off plants or other animals, and then you introduce a new animal into that environment, and then that starts taking over and it disrupts things. So here they made an apex predator to kill off other apex predators, so that way intelligent life could evolve over time to get enough energy to, we'll just say, hatch the egg, which is terrible, but to you know, give the baby eternal or baby celestial power to be born. You know, I just like the concept of how they looked, and here like both Eternals and these deviants were made to go against each other by the same creatures, by the Celestials. And here they're getting intelligent too. They're evolving and being able to absorb powers and being
transform
like,
to each other.
Yeah, and I mean they were very bizarre and had all these unique abilities, and even though it had nothing to do with that, like his design, like that main deviant kind of reminded me a little bit of like Chimera Ultron. Remember Ultron? It just, I don't know, it just made me think of that. I'm like, uh-oh. But it was very crazy on how it was intelligent enough, absorbing Gilgamesh, and was able to talk at that point.
Yes, that was really bizarre.
And saying, you guys are murderers, and to constantly be reminded that you guys are not heroes. Like, look what you're doing. We're just merely trying to survive, and you're killing us. So really, what is the right answer here? Because, like, have the life that's already existing and surviving live, and then everything else will wither away over time, or I don't know, or wait till the planet isn't usable anymore, and then give birth to Celestial, and then you know, I don't know. Well, then because you need the life on the planet.
Yeah.
Right, and they need the life. They need the lives to absorb them, so they can build more, so they can have more of a life later on. So
like, why can't they just like put them on a USB drive or something, like just download memories and be like, hey, okay, you passed on, like figure your way, like they're so smart.
Why can't they just leave
forever.
and just let us evolve and let us have our own?
And all the jokes about humanity being so primitive, and you know, over time, like, oh, don't show them those like different inventions yet, because they have to learn it over time.
Yeah, you can't jump it.
Yeah, so they've been there, done that, and then the Celestials, you know, I'm sure they have great advanced technologies, not to be like, well, we need all this energy, so let's just like, once a person dies, because we're all about life, although they're not, however they actually said it in this, I know they're not like compassionate, like, yay, life, like, oh, you know, they just keep the balance or whatever. But too bad they couldn't come up with technology to just like download energy after someone dies, and then be like, hey, we can store it on our big computer drive, and then yay, then we'll just
put it in trees, and every
leaf
is a
this
person.
planet that's dead, and just make it alive for a second while you hatch. I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll find out. What are your theories, guys?
That's right.
I enjoyed it. So I wasn't sure how this was going to be, but
I love the characters. The characters made it really fun.
I really think that made it
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah.
I really did
Really
enjoy
helped
all the
it along.
characters
That's
as
good.
family together,
Uh-huh.
seeing all the different cultures throughout history, the myths and actual history like coming together as one. Like they were involved in everything, and just in Babylon, like that was so cool too. Like the biggest city, so successful in the past. And just like being a god of war, goddess of war, like that was so cool. So I just like how all that's mixed in. And I mean, look at Thor and Loki and how they're real in Marvel and they're also in Norse mythology. And it's just cool. Yeah, I really enjoyed all of that. And they're people, and it's all about compassion, love, and people do want peace. And, you know, it makes us human to have different ideals and all that. And, you know, I just felt all that emotion, like all through the Eternals experiencing, you know, through their lives all throughout the centuries, you know.
Oh,
It's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
It was thumbs up.
Lots of thumbs up.
Yep.
And if you can give us a thumbs up on the video, that really helps the algorithm on
Thumbs up
YouTube so more
is
people
right.
see our videos. So I think until next time, guys. So we can't wait to see Spider-Man No Way Home. I know that's coming out hopefully soon. So we will be watching that blind. We know nothing about it. Yes, shocking, but you guys know us. A lot of you do.
Spider-Man's in that one, sure.
Yeah, we've been staying away from any kind of spoilers, and we still don't know, which please do not tell us. We are assuming and hoping that the other Spider-Mans are in No Way Home, but we do not know, and we're hoping that we don't hear or see anything before that.
That's right, yeah.
So thank you guys so much for watching,
Yes, thank you.
and we'll see you very soon as always. Check out our full reaction in the links below.
Bye.
Bye, guys!
Subscribe.
Yeah.